VP in Chief and are ready for the awards committee approval. Before we take a vote on the consent agenda, would anyone like to move anything from the consent agenda to the regular agenda for discussion or deferral to another week?
I'm good.
Okay. May I get a motion to adopt today's consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
So that was Jordan with the motion and Gary with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We will move to the regular agenda. We have two items. So item number one is a contract increase for the Arlington East Water Reclamation Facility upgrade project. So I was the one that asked this to be pulled to the regular agenda. This project got started back in April of 2019 and has an estimated completion date of 9/30/29. So that's a 10-year project. I thought it might be good for this committee just to get a quick update on where we are with this project and are we on time and on budget? Is there somebody from the business or procurement that can help with that?
I can speak to most of it, I think.
Okay.
Because Dan Crook in purchasing. So this Hazen's contract is fairly typical for our design contract, especially large plant contracts, in that we set it up to be in several different phases of work. And this one is a little different in that we have two large projects in the same scope, if you will. So there's this plant expansion, which is what we're asking the committee to approve post-design services for, specifically mostly the RPR today. And then there's the HLD. So if you look at the amendment history, initially there's an award for $800,000 for initial work. And then that first major increase for $7 million was for design services for the plant expansion. That second major increase was for high-level disinfection, which is the second major project, which is needed for the water purification facility. And that's, both of these are on budget and roughly on time. The expansion project is a little late, but that's not necessarily due to engineering. There's some schedule delays, I guess you can say, due to budget reasons. We delayed it. So that's the cause of the delays. But we have the contractor on board now, so that's why we're adding the post-design for the expansion project on now. And then we'll be coming back to the committee for post-design services for the HLP portion at a later date.
Anybody have any questions? Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. I would entertain a motion to award regular item one.
So second.
So that was Gary with the motion and Jordan with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We will move to item number two. This is for materials handling at Northside. I asked this to be pulled because we only received one bid. In the documentation, it did state that we had a pre-bid meeting, and there were four vendors that attended that, I believe. But when the bids came in, we only got one bid. I know that's been an issue with a lot of things over the last few years. I thought it would be good just to have on the record everything we did to try to get as much participation as possible. So if there's somebody want to talk about that.
Lynn Briggs, I was the buyer on the solicitation. We did look for companies that would provide this type of service. There were a lot of companies that sell the equipment and repair the equipment, but not so many companies that operate the equipment. So we were kind of limited on that. We did invite 7 companies that we thought might fit the scope. Like you said, 4 attended the pre-bid. 2 of them sent us no bids prior to the bid due date. One of them just said, there's nothing in the solicitation you could change to make us bid. We're just going to pass. Didn't really give a reason. And then the other one said it was just too complex for them, so not really in their wheelhouse. And the third one that didn't bid never returned my phone calls, emails. I just never heard anything else from them again. So that's why we wound up with just the one.
And have we worked with? We've worked with RPM.
We have worked with them previously, so, they were familiar. I think they were familiar with kind of what we were wanting and needing.
And we haven't had any trouble with that. Okay.
They got very high scores on the evaluation.
Okay.
Any other questions?
All right. I'd entertain a motion to adopt item number 2.
So moved. Second.
So that was Jordan with the motion and Gary with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. And then we have one item for informational purposes. It looks like a change of awardee, more the name than anything else. Is there somebody that wants to give a brief explanation on that one?
I'll address that one as well.
All right, you're doing double duty today, Lynn.
So the quote came in with Eaton in very large letters and then the Cooper Power Systems in smaller letters. Both of them were in Oracle. We thought that it was Eaton as the parent company, but they actually said, no, we want it to go to our subsidiary Cooper. So it's all the same company. They just.
So we don't need to vote on that. That's just for information, right? Okay, thank you. All right, so we have today approved items 1 through 6 on the consent agenda and approved items 1 and 2 on the regular agenda. Is there any other business that needs to come before this committee today? Hearing none, we will stand adjourned. Thank you, Dan and Lynn, and for everybody else, their hard work getting this put together so they go so smoothly. Y'all have a great rest of your week and hope your team wins on Saturday, whoever it is.